What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be going over step by step how to use the multiples valuation method to find the intrinsic value of a company. If you'd like to be able to download this multiple valuations model, then you can head to my Patreon page at the link in the description. So that being said, let's jump into the video. Okay, so let's say that for this scenario, we have a new big tech company and we want to try to find the intrinsic value of this company using a price to earnings multiple. The very first thing we would need to do is decide on a few companies that we think are similar to this tech company that we can compare. So let's go ahead and take companies like Facebook, we'll take Apple, we can take Google, and we can take Microsoft. And I'll hit enter, and you can see I've gone ahead and coded this to where some of this data will come up. And in order to find the price to earnings multiple for each of these companies, we need the stock price and their earnings per share. This is very easy data to pull up, but I've gone ahead and used the Google Finance function to automate that process. So if we come over here, to find the price to earnings multiple, we're going to take the stock price and we are going to divide it by the earnings per share and hit enter. I'll go ahead and autofill this. And now you can see we have the price to earnings multiple for each of these companies. So the next step is we'll come down here and we want to average all of these price to earnings multiples. So I'll do the equal sign and we will use the average formula. And I'm going to take all of this data here and highlight this and hit enter. And so now we have our average price to earnings multiple. This is what we'll use to value our new tech company. So the next thing we need to do is for our new tech company, we need to find what their earnings per share. For this scenario, I'm just going to make it up. Let's say their earnings per share was about $25. The very next step we'll need to take is we will come here and we will do an equal sign and we will take our average price to earnings and we will then multiply it by our earnings per share and hit enter. And you can see based off of this data, we were able to find an intrinsic value of $737. And one of the things that's important to remember is sometimes it's better to take the median price to earnings. So for that, I would just do equals, type out median. We will highlight this data set here again. And you can see it's not really necessary for this scenario because they're very similar numbers. But instead of taking the average, we would just use the median. So we'll come here, we'll take the median, and we will multiply it by the earnings per share for this company and hit enter. And you can see we now have the intrinsic value for our new tech company using the multiples valuation. So now we have a completely automated multiples valuation model. So let's say, for example, we decided Microsoft wasn't a good comparison for this company and we decided Amazon was a better fit. All we would need to do is type out Amazon's stock ticker and hit enter. And we can see all of this data updated automatically. And the intrinsic value of our tech company has updated automatically as well based off of this new data. If you'd like to be able to download this automated multiples valuation model, then you can head to my Patreon page at the link in the description. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.